But thank you for your information. So this is how I always felt like surrounded by boomers.
Oh. How old are you?
28.
Okay.
But no,
유튜브는
you're talking about
시작했어요.
mental age or?
I'm sorry. Alright, just for your information. What
My
do you
mental
think
age
of
is
my...
20, always.
Oh,
The
geez.
physical age, a secret.
See, this is a sign of people when they're getting old. They stop aging in the process.
You look
of their
15.
No,
life.
age doesn't matter.
Thank you. Wait, what? That's not what I wanted to hear.
That is hurting Tim a lot more.
She's being just nice because this is her first day. Just give her some jam, you know? Is that the Facebook one?
I think this will be Facebook.
Ah, got it.
I'm actually surprised people start using Facebook again. Yeah, I didn't notice that. People start using Facebook again for some reason.
재밌어요.
Starting again.
도와주려고.
There are people who are actually trying to leave Twitch or Twitter because of the regulation and algorithm changing. They're like, I'm gonna, take a little shelter in the Facebook for a while. That's what people are kind of doing right now. I was actually surprised on my,
이것도 저런 것도 다
YouTubers that I felt like they decided to make the decision to, stream on the Facebook instead of Twitch or Twitter. I was like, I guess that happened.
이것도 딱.
There's a reason why Facebook is still alive.
I thought Facebook was becoming real unpopular.
하나 더 있어야 돼.
하나 더 이거.
No, it is still unpopular. It is still unpopular.
안 돼요, 안 돼요.
People start using it a little bit, tiny bit more again.
But I don't go anymore.
또 새 건가 봐요.
I mean, me either.
I already
형에서
forgot my
아니 하나 주라
password.
했어요.
Okay, that's a big problem. Why? Actually, that's everyone's problem.
Too much information in Facebook and
Put it back?
as many. I don't know.
Is that like every
I remember
problem,
Facebook starting as well, Tim.
이따가.
Beg your pardon? I was never a star in any platform. Thank you very much.
In 19th K-pop, the music video like that.
How dare you?
맞아.
I'm sorry, I don't like K-pop. No offense, but just personally, I don't
I
like them.
respect it.
Thank you.
Some people may not like it.
Some people. You mean majority, right?
제가 킬 건데
Right.
이거 불 끌까요?
Blackpink is really
그런데
popular right now.
카메라를 설정할 줄 몰라.
Yeah, that's why
A
I
lot of
hate it.
people.
No, it was
You
just my
hate it
personal
because
thing.
majority of people like it.
Oh yeah, they do. Just
Oh.
like hip-hop.
So, what name do you want to be? Want to see yours?
JS.
Jisoo?
You want me to call you DS? Dennis?
That's the name you want me to.
저 가했다 볼까요, 선배?
Initial D.
그렇죠.
Oh jeez.
안 먹고.
What are you, DJ? Even DJ names
Just
over here.
sometimes
You're
they
like,
want
DJ.
to use their English name.
Initial
Sometimes
D.
they want to use their nickname. Sometimes they
For my nickname, Initial D.
My English name
Then
is
it's
not good.
James
It's
Bond.
just Sue.
Sue.
Yeah.
Right.
James Bond and JS.
Right.
Team.
Why my nickname is the only one that sounds like a childish?
I do think we should start calling him Timmy.
That's what you did last TV show. You're explaining
Okay, let's
about,
do this,
Oh jeez.
Little Timmy.
Timmy. There we got a new guest of Jimmy.
Hey, I'm not little Timmy anymore. We have a younger guest now.
Mm.
What was that expression?
Mental age. Come on.
Do you know the expression of taking
Are
a
you ready
red
for?
pill?
Are you ready for the show, Timmy?
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
You gotta take a red pill, from Matrix. That
이렇게
wakes you
온 게
from the
괜찮네.
dream. Coming, just comes into the reality. It's like, oh. I'm actually
That's
old.
Matrix is so confusing. What the real is or what?
I like the
dream
first
is.
movie, and maybe second.
Mm.
I don't know about third one.
Third one is just boring.
Jisoo, you're okay to do a little introduction at the start? Just
Sure,
introduce
sure.
about yourself?
Very.
Well, no, very long, very long.
Just
No.
short, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we all do that when you're actually
Is
appearing for
everybody
the
ready?
first time.
Oh wait.
Ready? Welcome back, and now it's time for our part 2 where we're discussing media trends. Every week we talk about a different media trend, and we have our live show with Talk and Talk. With in the studio, we've got the usual suspects, Dennis and Tim, but we've also got a special guest, Jisoo.
Welcome to the show. All right, where's Timmy? Where's Tim?
We're calling him Timmy today.
Wait. I'm totally awake now. By the way, who say Timmy?
You're Timmy.
You say
Did
Timmy?
you say Timmy?
Oh,
Okay,
no,
so
such cute.
Jisoo, do you want to give us a brief introduction for listeners?
Yes, my name is Kim Jisoo, and I'm a university student. I'm senior now, and I'm majoring in English, language, and literature, just like Hyungyong. And
Which university do you go to?
Jeonnam University.
Jeonnam,
Yeah.
there you
Who's
Mm-hmm.
Hyunkyung?
I don't
Last
know.
week's guest.
From last week.
You forgot?
We totally
Oh,
forgot,
I didn't
right?
remember her Korean name. You know?
Haley.
Haley,
Yeah,
right?
I was like,
Maybe she was not beautiful, so that's why we just put
Hey.
it, right?
No,
Oh, I'm
I
going
didn't
to
learn
tell
her
Haley.
Korean name. That's your assumption. You know, you're the
Oh,
lady
just
boy
joke.
here.
All right, okay. You are not handsome. Okay, we know.
Forget about him. He always does that.
Okay, anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
JS. Mm-hmm.
Don't call her that, please.
Okay, so we get started?
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about radio's adoption to the new normal. So since COVID-19 struck across all over the world, the media world has been on a learning curve. Amid uncertainty regarding the new normal, radio organizations and people have developed new strategies. For example, moving the studio booth from the radio station to home, and an expert predicted that media consumption is settling down into a new normal and predicted that the surge in radio listening will continue. And as the rise in numbers of people working from home sticks around, so will the listeners. So what do you think about today's topic?
Well, first of all, I have a question. What is new normal? Just normal is normal and new is new, right?
Okay, so
A little tricky word.
good start. So what does it mean, new normal?
I don't know, I'm just asking.
I researched it
Thank you so much.
And-
Thank you.
in Google, and it's a change in society, in economic and business.
Uh-huh.
Very briefly.
All right. Okay. So new, right? It's not a normal, right?
I mean, it's becoming normal, and that's why it's called new normal, right?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice
yeah,
explanation.
that's what it means. It means a change in what the normal behavior, the normal situation.
Mhm,
So it's
it's just
becoming
easy.
the new normal.
Got it. All
I mean,
right.
we've all seen this happening, during the past few months. A lot of late night shows showing up in their hoodies in their house instead of in their, studios and all this fancy suit. A lot of Hollywood actors now having a no job start showing their house. How beautiful it is while a lot of people are stuck at their home with, worrying about paying their rent. It was a wonderful norms, We all enjoy the show quite well. Not all of us, though.
Well, normal format is kind of new wave or new style, right? Okay, that's really good.
Another thing I've noticed a lot with TV shows is the audience has gone, and it really changes some of the shows, especially like the comedy shows.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
No
Yeah.
forced
Laughter.
laughter in the background.
Yeah, it really changes the show.
I think if there is no audience in in the show, so I mean it's gonna be more interactive through the online, right? So people just really like to just leave a comment, and it's live, right? And that's the kind of new normal, right? More interactive on every media. Any
I
other-
think actually our topic today is talking about the new trend that is going on in the worldwide section. After the COVID-19 hit the world, everybody started staying home a lot. That's why we are we are still seeing or started seeing those leaning curve on the medias and consumption of the other sources of the media, like a radio and YouTube channels and many other social medias. People start consuming them more, just like video games too. Their sales still going high. Even the movie industry is going like this.
You're right.
Yeah, for some reason. And Netflix subscription and all that.
It's
Who
going up,
watches
right?
Netflix, by the way?
I don't.
I don't watch. Okay. Just,
Nobody?
yeah,
I watch it.
You watch?
Yes.
You
Oh,
watch?
so you have a Netflix subscription then.
My brother has.
Typical example. What is families
And
is
Netflix
mine
member
as
we
well.
can share the 5 devices, right?
Yes.
You can share, right? Like, how about you?
I
Watching it?
just travel high seas, if you know what I mean.
But what about in radio? Like,
Radio.
Yes, that's a good question.
Actually, yeah, I have the two radios at home. Just sometimes, just meaning just I listen to the radio. But I think actually, I didn't feel radio has changed much. Okay, just same. Okay, just yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
just felt
like
like that.
Us
Just like us, right? No,
doing
we're
it
changing.
in
We're
studio.
changing. Right? We're at the frontier.
We're not
right? We're
doing
changing.
this at home, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're in the studio. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But I think some radio stations have been broadcasting. You know, the people are trying to set up their own show from home.
Some podcasts or individual.
So yeah,
radio
a lot of
DJ,
that.
right?
Yeah, podcasts,
Mm.
things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course, but they're individual. It's just a small size. But GFN is big size, right? So we have studio. If we have studio, it's really more convenient so to have a show record. Okay, that's really good. But for individuals, you know, they don't have the profit, the very nice size of the studio. So this their home, their room, it's gonna be their studio too. Okay, and it cost effective too.
That's, well, one of the things, it is very cheap to do that,
Mm.
and that's why you're finding a lot, popping up, because it's not difficult to get set up.
You're right.
But if you buying and setting up a studio like this is very expensive.
You're right.
But one thing I don't really like listening to the people coming from home. I find the sound quality is not great.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, as long as you know what you're doing, you can always fix that. It is always those amateur or those teenagers who's
But that's the
trying
problem,
to
is
be.
they can't fix it because they're amateurs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always those wannabe YouTubers or Twitch streamers that goes like, I'm gonna be famous too. I'm like, oh guys, please just go to school.
I think
do
Korean
something
people
else.
just call it like a level B, not level A. Okay, but the level B has much attraction, right, to listeners too, right? And some people, to just sound or to look, amateur is gonna be more attractive sometimes. No?
Yeah, some people like
You're
more
right.
natural environment, and because they feel more close,
Friendly.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the contents.
Yeah.
Like, the contents can be just as good.
Mm.
And like I said, sometimes it is nice to have that, just friendly, as if you're just talking to your friend,
Mm.
in a one-on-one conversation.
Mhm.
But sometimes, the video doesn't. If it's a YouTube video, it doesn't. The video's not great.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we're
know, the
talking
sound.
about professionalism
home video.
here.
Yeah, you get things where they move away from the mic, so they become very quiet, and then they realize, and all of a sudden they get close, and then it's really loud. Yeah, it's things like that.
Maybe
Yeah.
they put in some comedy section.
No. If these were comedy section, it would have been better. It's just they're usually making mistake on the
Yeah,
live
small
stream
mistake,
or things
yeah.
like. I don't know. Some of them just should actually look for another professionality, in my opinion. I know it sounds harsh, but that's life. So done with it. Life is cruel, my friend. Just
Yeah.
like David Jones once said.
Yeah, actually, the only new normal which is already limited to change in radio, right? Because just radio is only just goes through the voice and just music. But the video content, your media rights, they have a lot of the content, or they can show many visual things, right? So I think it's already not good to the radio. But you have to find another way on content, new format, or it's maybe be more friendly from the regular radio station, the major radio station. Yeah, so we have to find some solutions to attract more listeners. Yeah, competing, with other major, right? Timmy.
Could you please stop calling Timmy? I'm not a little kid anymore. And like I say, I'm not the youngest one here.
After the show, maybe I got be punched.
I mean, yes, I agree with, more people are tuning into the, other stuff rather than going outside due to the current situation. And I think I already suggested this idea many times, since we already have a YouTube channel going on in GFN as well, like podcast. I don't know why, but that thing is really becoming popular, and I'm seeing more longer ones nowadays. I mean, have you ever seen like a podcast where it's like a 10 hours long, just by people discussing about some topic?
10 hours.
Yeah.
No.
Like that's
Never seen
becoming
that.
more frequent, You usually think if it's a podcast, it's only gonna last like about 1 or 2 hours, right? But no, they're like discussion about some movie for like 10 or 8 hours, and I'm like, maybe people are really bored and would want to listen to interesting topic that are discussed by their favorite, streamers or whatever the one who's running the show for that much long, And I found myself sometimes listening to those stuff while I'm cooking and stuff, you know? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So let's come back to that, but let's have our song break.
Yeah.
Tim, it's your song. Do you want to introduce it?
Actually, I cannot see very well because of the light.
Okay, that's my song request. Okay, Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
It was mine, thank you very much.
How could you not remember your
No,
song?
no, no, I
아우
mean,
고생하셨어요. 하나 끝났고요.
벌써요? 벌써요?
네, 하나 끝났고 이제 또 있어 하나 더.
I request